Now for our featured story of the day. Rich Dad author Robert Kiyosaki declares market crash has arrived and that the losses are substantial. And he also more recently made a very bold price prediction of Bitcoin hitting $10 million very easily. And I'm going to actually start there with the tweet that he posted. And let me timestamp it for you. This was back on July 3rd, 2024. Got 1 million views, got a lot of love, and I'm going to read it to you. According to Robert Kiyosaki, boom going bust. Technical charts indicate the biggest crash in history coming. Prices of real estate, stocks, bonds, gold, silver, and Bitcoin crash. Great news. It's a good time to buy bargains. It will follow. Technical charts indicate major long-term bull market cycle will follow, starting bull market climb in late 2025, rising or raising the prices for years. This bull market cycle is the boom gold, silver, and Bitcoin investors have been waiting for. Their patience will be rewarded. This is the long-term bull market cycle they knew had to come. They know it has come because the U.S. is the biggest debtor nation in history. They know this long cycle bull market is coming because they know faith and confidence in fake money is dissolving. Preach. They know history will repeat. They know what happened to Germany's Reichsmark and the Zimbabwe dollar. They know more and more people are finally waking up. Amen to that. They know after the crash, the long cycle bull market for gold, silver, and Bitcoin will begin. They know after the crash, gold, silver, Bitcoin will once again begin climbing to hit all-time highs. Now for the most interesting part of this tweet. He goes on to share gold, possibly, keyword, possibly 15,000 an ounce. Silver, possibly, again, keyword, possibly $110 an ounce. And then he goes on to say Bitcoin, easily, keyword, easily. Notice he doesn't say possibly, but purposely puts easily to $10 million per coin. I love and respect his confidence in Bitcoin. So shout out to Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. They know to be patient. They know their time has arrived. Take care. Now, easy question for the fam in the chat. What has the biggest reward, right? Risk reward. What has the best reward and the least risk here? Run the math. Bitcoin today is less than 60,000. If we go to 10 million, clearly this has the most bullish potential, right? Now, what's the worst case scenario of Bitcoin? You tell me. What do you think is the absolute worst that can happen at a time like this in the cycle? Maybe we revisit 49. We potentially hit a lower low and go to 45, 42, something like that. What's the upside potential? $10 million per coin. Let that sink in. Now, gold, he says possibly, meaning he's not so convinced, right, is probably sitting at 2,000 an ounce. So what? It can go up maybe 7x. Meanwhile, again, can someone run the math? Divide $10 million divided by 60,000. It'll give us some idea or perspective of how much Bitcoin can climb from here based upon his own projection. Let me know. And where is the silver at an ounce right now? Let me know that one also. But clearly, Bitcoin has the most upside potential with the least risk, and he has the most confidence, and you should. It's the only decentralized form of money to ever exist. Obviously, the Fed and government and banking cartels like JP Morgan Chase, they spoof precious metal markets to control the assets and control the markets, and they pay big fines as a result, which is nothing new. And of course, they have relative scarcity, whereas Bitcoin has true, genuine scarcity, meaning there can only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in circulation. Gold and silver, they'll be finding forever till the end of time. They'll just be digging it out of the earth. It just is what it is. But anyways, let's break this baby down. So yeah, Kiyosaki highlighted advice from his rich dad mentor, emphasizing that the market downturn presents lucrative opportunities for the wealthy. He described rich dad taught his son and me, when markets are crashing, that's the time to get rich, and that's when the rich get richer. Buying assets at bargain basement prices, amen to that. The acclaimed author post is a call to action for investors, urging them to view the market crash as a prime buying opportunity. He enthused, markets are crashing, great news, asset market markets are having a sale. This is your turn to get richer. And that's the silver lining, especially when Bitcoin is correcting, family. And I want you to really consider that. Right? People look at it like, oh my God, Bitcoin is down. And then smart people are like, wow, another great buy the dip opportunity. And someone like Saylor would be all over that, right? So Kiyosaki has long recommended gold, silver, and Bitcoin. He recently predicted an imminent economic crash, followed by a major bull market with Bitcoin potentially reaching 10 million per coin, gold 15,000 an ounce, and silver 110 an ounce. He attributes this forecast to declining trust in fiat currencies as well as historical trends. So what are your thoughts on his particular prediction of Bitcoin easily hitting 10 million per coin? And my next question for you, by what year, realistically, can you see this coming into fruition and actually manifesting into our reality? Let me know your thoughts, fam, and I'll do my best to read the comments out loud. I think Bitcoin is too big to fail. Yes, definitely Bitcoin at the moment is the best asset for risk-reward terms. I look at every dip like this, honestly, as a buying opportunity. Well said, Independent. The Oracle says that would be 166.7x JV. So Bitcoin has 166x potential. Thank you. Whereas gold has 7x, according to Rich Dad. I mean, no questions asked right there. Bitcoin is the future. 110 silver at 15,000 gold. It is undervalued. More like 250 to 300 WIC is still lower than the real value. Thank you, MJ. It's 166.6. 10 million divided by 60,000. Thank you, Mike. So clearly, Bitcoin has the most upside potential. Clearly, we're talking 166x. Mind-boggling. Versus 7x potentially for gold. Keyword, potentially, possibly. Bitcoin, easily, certainly. So, the beast, if I were any better, I'd be you, JV. I dig it, Germ. Bitcoin since inception, 2009, up 450 million %. Gold up 150%. Do your own math. I'm going to reread that. Bitcoin since inception 15 years ago, since January 3rd, when the Genesis block of 2009. Bitcoin is up 450 million %. Gold is up 150%. Do the math. Thank you, Greg. Living in Thailand and having a Chinese wife, we bought gold, but my wife finally saw the light. We sold most our gold and bought Bitcoin. Well, happy to hear you got the biddies. 10 million, huh? I imagine this happening in the 2032 cycle. Send it, Independent Free Soul. I am so ready. Silver will do better than gold. Without silver, we are screwed. For tech products. Hey, I got some gold in my crystal. There's a gold rod. It somehow enhances the power of the crystal. So they put the gold rods in there. So there's a little gold. Finally, a legitimate use case. Bitcoin must have gold and silver, just as a fire to a nuclear power plant. Oil is required. Can't be done without it. We need the biddies, but you need to have gold and silver too. Bitcoin beats them all. There's a reason we call Bitcoin the apex predator. Just saying. If Bitcoin goes to 10 million, that would be 10 cents per sat. That's right. Thanks for the math breakdown, the Oracle. And if one sat hit $1, one Bitcoin will be equivalent to $100 million. Again, if one Satoshi ends up being $1, then it means that one Bitcoin will be equivalent to $100 million. And if one Satoshi, as the Oracle just pointed out, hits 10 cents, Bitcoin will be worth $10 million per coin.